are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. How dare you?
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. So, an eclipse is not breaking news, meaning that they can predict eclipses hundreds of years in advance. They know the next eclipse is going to happen in 2045. And the ancient Greeks could predict when an eclipse would happen. And these aren't like new phenomenon, because you can actually track celestial bodies in their orbit. And so, can we please just be normal libs? Like, especially libs with a microphone and TV cameras. Can we please be normal for a single day and just appreciate this predictable celestial event and not go crazy about it? Okay, please.
Across America, we are closely watching what is an amazing interstellar phenomenon. We're not talking about what's happening here on set in Indianapolis. We're talking about the show we're about to watch across the sky, Brianna.
It's going to be amazing. And
so this is CNN dressed up in Chris Christie suits on air. This is your most trusted news network wearing giant inflatable sumo wrestler outfits, I guess.
This is either the best idea or the worst idea
Set
that we've
aside
had.
all journalistic credibility.
Yes,
we're having fun today.
This is basically what's going to happen if I can reenact. The moon will be going in front of the sun, or a Sanchez in this point. And that's a partial. I think we've got a full eclipse there.
This is kind of where things are right now.
Yeah, right there.
There we go.
All right,
It's
just
kind of where
peeking
things
out
are
in
right now.
Mazatlan.
In Mazatlan.
And
soon.
eventually it'll be a total.
Yeah,
It's going in the zone of totality, which is going to be amazing here in Indianapolis.
So just an important reminder that the lady in the gigantic fat ass moon suit, literally, once quote tweeted me and said that unvaccinated Americans, disproportionately Republican Fox viewers, are fueling the surge, not migrants who are nearly 100% tested and quarantined if positive. So Miss Science, Trust the Science was, well, let's just say not correct here. It's so fun. It's so fun sometimes to fight libs on Twitter. There were plenty of libs to fight yesterday and plenty of libs freaking out and seething, specifically about Donald Trump's meme of the day, which was Donald Trump eclipsing the sun. This was empirically funny. It was, in fact, so funny that we made our own version of it at our office. Yo, hey, guys, the eclipse is happening right now. Florida's not like the epicenter of the eclipse, but I think we'll be able to see it from Florida pretty nicely. Check this out.
No, get those lights off! Off! Turn them off, they're too bright, turn them off! That's so much better. Those lights were brutal.
Yes, wow.
That was awesome.
Really special.
Everything I ever hoped for, actually.
Thank you. Thank you, Donald Trump. So, Donald Trump, again, like made his own meme and made his own head sort of blocking the sun here in a meme. And libs can't just be normal for a single day. So they melted down about this and freaked out and talked about how Donald Trump's memes about the eclipse don't make scientific sense. So they said, so that effectively they went to the scientists and they checked and they said, does Donald Trump have a head as large as the moon? And is that head blocking out the sun? Well, turns out that this is just a joke and that libs can't meme. The left can't meme. But also, libs, especially Jimmy Kimmel, who is allegedly quitting his job and can't happen fast enough, was triggered by all of this. The triggering was Hysterical, saying that this meme of Donald Trump's giant head and iconic hair blocking out the moon means he's got to be a dictator.
The Sun dared to pull a stunt like this was in 2017 when our then leader stared directly at it and he said, "Not today, son, not today." He wasn't wearing any wimpy cardboard glasses. Trump handles an eclipse the same way he does a porn star, unprotected. And it's the kind of man he is. And then his team, his election team, used the eclipse to make some kind of a point on Truth Social. save America by plunging it into complete and total darkness with my giant head. Nothing says I won't be a dictator like blocking out the sun. You know, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I feel like this...
You almost feel bad for them, right? Almost. You don't actually feel bad. Don't ever feel bad for the multimillionaire rich people who scold you and who hate you and loathe you so very much and who just get to sit around pampered inside of their decaying LA studios trying to dodge homeless people with syringes on their way in and out in their limousines. Don't feel bad for them ever. But do feel bad for people who are just born with low IQs, right? People who just straight up didn't get the smart cookies, all right, in preschool and just wound up being very room temperature IQ, right? Like solid 75. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunny Hosen is one of those people. I think that Jimmy Kimmel is one of those people. But I think that Sunny Hosen, it's just tough to watch. She says that the eclipse was caused by climate change. The headlines write themselves.
We've got a solar eclipse. We've got the earthquake. She ran down the hallway.
The rapture is here.
The rapture's here. And then also I learned that the cicadas are coming.
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Although I love
for the first time in
Cicada,
like
cicada.
No.
100 years.
No.
Two different. Well, this is what I read.
There's two different kinds of cicadas.
Yes, two different times are coming.
The good cicadas and the bad
But
cicadas.
for the first time in many, many years.
No, every 17 years this happens.
Well, that's not what I read, but maybe maybe
Well,
you know better. But
in
I
a
will
way,
say all those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists,
That's more
or
the
something
point.
is really
Except
going
it's
on.
returning. Earthquakes are not at the mercy of climate change. It's underground. It can't. I don't think
it happens,
How about
and
the warming of the planet?
the eclipse. They've known about the eclipse coming because eclipses happen.
The view, so the ancient Greek, like your average ancient Greek existing 2,000, 3,000 years ago at the peak of Greek civilization, they were smarter than the View hosts. It is remarkable when Whoopi Goldberg is the one fact-checking you and scientifically checking like, oh, no, they've actually known that the eclipse was going to come for a very long time. Yes. Because they could predict eclipses thousands of years ago. It is remarkable, too, how much when you watch The View and you watch the crosstalk on The View, how incredibly aligned the old Mad TV episodes were about The View. When they're sort of like when they do the clucking hen skit. It's the same thing. I used to love Mad TV. It's the same thing. So yeah, The View believes that the lunar eclipse and the cicadas, I can't even say their names correctly, are the signs of climate change, and CNN proving and demonstrating an eclipse for viewers, proving that they are the most trusted name in news. Got it. The View's Sunny Hosen combines an embarrassing lack of intelligence with unbelievably shocking arrogance, which I found to be the least charming form of stupidity. Vivek Ramaswamy came in over the top here, saying that the ladies of View think that the eclipse is a result of climate change. He was watching the eclipse from Ohio, which was kind of in the direct path of the eclipse. Vivek going in here.
We just saw the solar eclipse. It was awesome. I expected to be underwhelmed, but it was actually something we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. You go back to the Middle Ages, you go back to ancient times, you have civilizations that looked at a solar or lunar eclipse, believed that the solar eclipse was a dragon devouring the sun, believed that it could be the beginning of the end of the world because they didn't have the grounding of objectivity to understand what was actually happening. Well, if people in ancient times thought as much, the question for me is, what do we believe today that we'll be laughing at, or our progeny will be laughing at millennia from now? I think people will be looking back at the year 2024 and say that was the year when people used to say that global surface temperatures went up by some infinitesimal amount, and they thought that was going to spell the end of humanity. And I think they're going to be looking back at the year 2024, thousands of years from now, as we look back to ancient times in the Middle Ages today, claiming that a solar eclipse was going to be the end of the world or a dragon devouring the sun. But such is the nature of human history. And so it's a lesson both in reassurance of what we understand about the natural universe and the physical universe, but also a reminder of humility. For all the things that we don't know, we can look back at ancient times and laugh at.
They should have Vivek on The View. He would be a great guest. I would. That would be must-see TV, please. They won't ever do it because he's too smart for the show, and it'd be too entertaining, and they'd look too dumb, but they should do it. The drop in IQ in The View is caused by climate change. Good morning, everybody who knows The View hosts are a bunch of idiots in an asylum. Oh, yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, our 100% not fake news from our CNN correspondent here. Now, Joe Biden, of course, got roasted for not being able to lower his arms in the fake eclipse video that he posted. Joe Biden was not at the White House yesterday, and so he, I guess, was just live-action role-playing. 50 Cent, for some unbelievable reason, decided that he would go directly at Joe Biden yesterday with this glorious eclipse meme.
Oh my God. This is so...
And 50 Cent is not predicting eclipses, but is predicting Donald Trump will be president again. So, who wins yesterday? Definitely Donald Trump's meme. Donald Trump's meme made Jimmy Kimmel meltdown, made the ladies of The View meltdown, and made the internet meltdown, and Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden, and everyone was seething, and salt was flowing. And so, that was a very, very good day. We view that as a very, very successful eclipse. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you had a good one, and that you were entertained by the meltdowns. Yes, Donald Trump posting a meme means he's going to be a dictator. Yep. Those are the happy people. Those are the people you really want to hang out with. The people who are the most offended by the memes. It's your boy Benny. We're never offended by memes. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See ya.